Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Baina Rizqa. I'm a college student in Aisyah Bandung University. I'm so happy today because I'm here and I can help you to solve a problem about English learning. What I want to do this morning is reading comprehension scale 4 to 6. My presentation will take about 20 minutes. So, don't waste your time, check it out. Firstly, I would like to look at skill 4. It is about implied detail questions. Look at the table. This table shows about how to answer the questions when asking a conclusion from a sentence or an implied sentence. If you find the following related question it is about it is implied in the passage that blah blah blah. It can be inferred from the passage that blah blah blah. It is most likely that blah blah blah. What probably happened blah blah blah. What you need to underline if you meet with any word about implied, inference, most likely, probably, you should have to make your own conclusions. Where to find the answer? The answers to this question are found in order in the passage. How to answer the question? So, for the first, choose a keyword in the question. 2. Scan the appropriate part of the passage for the keyword for that idea. 3. Read the sentence that contain the keyword or ideas carefully. And last, look for the answer that contain the keyword carefully. Okay, don't worry if you can't answer the question to be more than clear. As you can see here, let me give you an example about that. Okay, for the example of skill 4, look at number 1. For the firstly, you should read the question. Find the keyword in the question. Keyword in number 1 is 100 wide bands and 100 narrow bands. And then scan the appropriate part of the passage. Okay, look at in line 2. Read the sentence with very carefully. Each year 3 products a ring that is composed of one light colored wide band and one dark colored line narrow band. If each year 3 products one light colored wide band and one dark colored line narrow band, and then in 100 wide bands and 100 narrow band is 100 years or 1 century. It's very simple, and the answer is a century old. Okay, let's now move on to skill 5. Firstly, I would like to look at skill 5. This is talking about how to answer the question when asking about vocabulary in context questions. You can see the meaning of a word by looking at sentence before the word and after it. If you find the following related question is, what is the meaning? Which of the following is close at meaning to blah blah blah? Blah 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 could be replaced by which of the following? So, what you need to underline, if you meet with any word about the meaning, close meaning, or could be replaced by which of the following, you should have to make your own conclusion. And how to answer the question? For the first, find a word or expression in the passage. Read the sentence that contains the word carefully. Look for the content clues to help you understand the meaning. And last, choose the answer that the context indicates. Let me give you an example about that. Okay, for example of skill 5. So, I suggest you to look at the clue in the question. The clue is geranium. What is the geranium? So, you find the word in the passage. Read the sentence. Blah blah blah, she has a large geranium growing in a pot in the corner of her apartment. The keyword is in a pot. Choose the answer that the context. Because that, geranium and a pot. What a reality! It is a plane. The answer is A, plane. I would now like to move on to skill 6. This talking about where questions. If you look at the screen, you'll see if you find the question like this, where the passage, I have any tips and tricks to answer that. So, if you have to how to identify the question, where is the passage, where to find the answer, the question usually tells you in which line of the passage the words or expression can be found. How to answer the question? For the first, find the word or expression in the passage. 2. Read the sentence that contain the word carefully. 3. Look for the context clues to help you understand the meaning. And last, choose the answer that the context indicates. This looks easier, but there are a lot of things that can trick it. For example of skill 6, number 1, look at this. Firstly, look at the question. What the keyword in the question? The keyword is define the word capital. Find the sentence that describes the word. Look for the context clues. In line 4, look at this. A capital is the location of the center of government. So it's very simple. The answer is C, line 4. Okay, summing up about any skill that is for the skill 4. If you find the question have implied inference, most likely probably you should have to make your own conclusion. And 4. For skill 5, if you meet with any word about the meaning, close meaning, or could be replied by which of the following, looking at the sentence before the word and after it. If you find the following, relate question this. And last, for skill 6, if you find the question like this, where the passage, you should scan the passage and read the sentence contained about the word in the question. Okay, Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Finally, may I say this presentation enough? So I wanna be able to help you if you meet the question in your class. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.